Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my virtual doctor visit. I'm Dr. Kish, and today we are going to share some information about 6 vitamins that can help unclog arteries. Of course, we're going to include some natural remedies and just different foods. So get your pencil or pen and paper, and let's start taking some notes. Okay, so today we're going to go review 6 vitamins and remedies to unclog your arteries. And then remember, this is an informational video, and it's best to contact your primary care physician, whether it's me or someone in your area. I'm in Northern California, and we want to have our health to be monitored by a professional. All right, so today, just write down here, we're going to go over K2, and then in parentheses write MK-7. Number 2, we're going to go over krill oil, Krill oil. Number 3, vitamin E. Number 4, garlic. Number 5, vitamin C. And number 6, evening primrose. All right, so I'm just going to go through my notes, and so let's get our pen and pencils ready. Okay, so what is arterial sclerosis anyways? So it's a condition where the inside of the walls of the arteries become inflexible, and they get this damage to the walls that doesn't allow them to relax and contract. Arteries are smooth muscle. They relax and contract. And so we get what we call plaque, which is a combination of calcium and toxicity that forms in the artery walls, and it doesn't allow them to relax and contract. So they narrow the pathway, and it leads to poor circulation, which can lead to strokes. Main reasons it leads to strokes, heart attacks, and blood clots. The heart will pumps out oxygenated blood to the veins and arteries, but when we have the inflammation inside, it causes cracks and lesions, and then the plaque comes along to kind of putty that up, which is what we call cholesterol, cholesterol is not a bad thing. We need cholesterol because cholesterol makes prostaglandins, which causes the inflammatory process. So going back to the notes, we prevent arteries from leaking LDL cholesterol because that starts to build up on the cracks. And then once again, we need the cholesterol to repair these cracks. So it's important to take action on diet and exercise because we don't want this plaque and scar tissue, which we call fibrin, to build up. And it also has calcium in there. We're going to talk a lot about the calcium today. So the signs that you may have is you have pain in your chest. So like a sharp pain, or it happens just sitting there, or maybe when you're exercising. We can also just have left pain on the left side of our body and hard to catch a breath because we're out of oxygen. Or unfortunately, we can have a lot of incidences where we have no symptoms, and the first sign is a heart attack. All right, so let's go over the 6 vitamins. So I mentioned K2-MK-4. So K2 is, I like to call it it's like a traffic controller. K2's job is to get the calcium and direct it like traffic, because the calcium, without enough K2, the calcium will actually build up in your muscles, your arteries, and we don't want that. We want the calcium to go to our teeth and go to our bones. So K2 is amazing, and it is, I call it the traffic director. It's like, no, calcium, you go to the bones, you go to the teeth. And now in the foods we can find it, because I always promote eating the foods, is sauerkraut, natto, and beef liver, and then the European cheeses and Parmesan, Munster cheese. Krill oil, it's xanthan. Okay, it comes in gel capsules, and it is amazing. It prevents the arteries from being inflamed, and it increases blood flow. And I can't say enough about it. It also helps relieve the joints that may be achy. I would take 1,000 to 4,000 milligrams, but always, like I said, do your blood work and talk to your physician. Vitamin E, I get the food sources I always like are the almonds, pine nuts, avocados, peanut butter, red bell peppers, and sunflower seeds. Animal products are meat, fish, dairy, and seeds and celery. You would like about 7 milligrams a day for a woman and 10 for a man. But my favorite thing is if you find local eggs, get your eggs, because the yolks have all the fat-soluble vitamins, vitamin A, K, E, and D, and the egg yolk has B1, 2, 5, 6, 9, and 12. And the whites of the yolk have B1, 6, 8, 9, and 12. 2 eggs a day is 10 to 30% of the vitamin requirements in humans. But remember, we don't want to overdo the fat-soluble vitamins, A, K, E, and D, because they can become toxic in the blood, and it can lead to, hemorrhaging of the blood vessels. So we don't want that. So always make sure that you know if you're taking medications to ask your physician before you take vitamins or even eat too much of a food. Vitamin E has been known to reduce belly fat, although it's not known for weight loss, but it fights against oxidative stress, and it can help combat, belly fat, which we all think that's a little annoying, but it does reduce oxidative stress, and it helps regulate the metabolism. But vitamin E, like I said, isn't related to weight loss, but it can combat the oxidative stress. 300 milligrams of the vitamin E, like I said, always check off your blood work with your physician. But get the trochanterenols because they're 50% stronger than the over-counter vitamin E. But I always say get your sources from food. Garlic has sulfur, allicin in it, or garlic extract. What I do is I boil every morning a little piece of garlic in water, and I drink it daily. It decreases the calcium in the arteries. Vitamin C is a water-soluble vitamin. Once again, I like lemons and limes in food, broccoli. Go ahead and Google vitamin C foods, all right? This is, I think, the best way to get it in. Cabbage, bell peppers, leafy greens, berries. Or if you you want to take a supplement, use a powder. Evening primrose is one of my favorite things. It has the gamma-linolenic acid, and it's a seed form. It comes from star flower, but it heals the artery linings like no one's business, and it helps with PMS and overall health boost. But make sure you at least get 8% GLA on the bottle if you're buying the evening primrose. And the other thing, it transports fat from the liver. All right, going over here, I think the next video we're going to touch in the 6 root causes, and we'll continue this video. I always recommend food, and this channel is for you to have information, but I would love for you to get involved with what do we do about these arteriosclerosis, or what do we do about, ovary cyst? The more you understand, the more you can take charge of your own health and save you a lot of time and money. And that's why I hope these videos will at least help somebody out there. And in my office, obviously, this is kind of the office visit you will have. I do Zoom calls also. And I have a dispensary on my website for vitamins where I can recommend and put things in your cart. So you can find me at www.straightupsf.com, or email me at drkish@straightupsf.com. Have a blessed day, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.